Studying at German universities is free of charge for international students in all but one German federal state. But even then, living costs can become a huge problem, especially for non-EU students in Germany. That is why in today's video, I am going to share details on how to get a student loan in Germany. I will discuss the student loan options in Germany, the requirements for each student loan option, and how to apply for a student loan in Germany. Hey friends, if you're new here, my name is Essen, and on this channel, we discuss business and personal finance in Germany. Before I share the different types of student loans in Germany for international students, especially coming from non-EU countries, let's clear up a common source of confusion: the difference between a student loan and a student credit. You will find these terms used interchangeably on the internet, but they mean slightly different things. A student loan is money set aside specifically for students to cover ongoing expenses like study costs, food, clothes, and more. Importantly, this money is usually paid out in installments over an extended period. On the flip side, a student credit is a lump sum loan you receive from a bank or other credit providers. It's not intended to fund your entire education, but for rather significant one-time expenses like relocating to another city or similar situations. In this video, I will be exclusively focusing on student loans in Germany. Student loan options for international students. Germany has different options for student loans, but if you are from a non-EU country, your choices become more limited. Your eligibility depends on your legal residency status, which is linked to your nationality. Potential student loan options in Germany include Federal Training Assistance Act or BaföG, KFW Student Loan, Education Loan from the Federal Office of Administration or Bildungskredit, loan from student unions like Studentenwerk, and student loans from individual banks. Federal Training Assistance Act. BaföG stands for Bundesausbildungsförderungsgesetz. This is a special training assistance act from the federal government which is designed to help all prospective students to study regardless of their financial or social situation. This funding is available for both German and foreign students. As the name suggests, this student loan is designed to provide support for those who are undergoing training. Money is provided in a mix of a simple grant and zero-interest education loan in Germany, and a monthly maximum of 934 euros is given out. This is the maximum amount and can be lowered based on the student's situation. Requirements for BaföG funding. According to the law, you are only eligible for support if you meet one of the following criteria. Foreigners with permanent residency rights. You're married to an EU citizen or related to them. One of your parents is an EU citizen. You have a permanent residence permit. If you are a refugee or asylum seeker and have good prospects of staying, you can receive BaföG after 15 months. Foreigners with a residence permit. If your residence permit is based on the prospect of staying, if not, you need to have been in Germany for at least 15 months before training begins, or your residence permit falls under specific categories listed in the law. I'll put those details below the like button. If one of your parents has been in Germany for 3 years in the past 6 years, if you live in Germany and have a partner with a German or EU nationality, if a parent has lived and worked in Germany for a few years, you might be eligible. If you've been in Germany for 5 years before starting your studies and covered your own expenses. These rules are pretty strict and sometimes tricky. But the bottom line is, if you're coming to Germany just to study without any of these connections, BaföG might not be an option for you. If you do fit one of these rules, you can apply for BaföG with an online application via their website. Please hit the like button if you're getting value from this video and consider subscribing for more. The KFW Student Loan. Kreditanstalt für Wiederaufbau (KfW) is a well-known student loan provider in Germany. In fact, the term KFW Student Credit is often used generically for this kind of loan. However, eligibility of the KFW student loan in Germany is determined by the credit institutions that provide it. You can get the KFW loan as a student if you are doing your first degree, an additional course for studying, master's degree, or even a PhD. You can also apply for this loan in addition to BaföG. And unlike BaföG, you can also apply for this student loan if you are doing part-time studies. The KFW student loan can provide up to a maximum of 650 euros per month. This opportunity is open to non-EU international students only when they fall into one of the following categories. They are a family member of German or EU citizens residing in Germany. They are considered Bildungsausländer, which means they are foreign students who have obtained their university entrance qualification in Germany or at a German school abroad. If you are eligible to apply for the KFW Student loan, you can submit an online application and receive your first payment on your desired date. Bildungskredit or educational loan from the Federal Office. The Federal Office of Administration offers this student loan in Germany to support school education and university studies. The educational loan program offers a temporary, low-interest loan to assist students in advanced stages of their education. This is an extra option to finance your education regardless of your or your parents' income and assets. The education loan aims to support those not eligible for BaföG and to cover additional expenses for BaföG recipients, like special study materials, trips, or school fees. This education loan is distributed in monthly payments in consistent amounts. You can apply for monthly installments of 100, 200, or 300 euros. During the educational period, a maximum of 24 monthly installments totaling 7,200 euros can be granted. As long as the overall 24 installments and 7,200 euro is not exceeded, a portion of the loan can be provided upfront as a lump sum payment, up to 3,600 euros. This is possible if you can convincingly demonstrate that it's required for a specific extraordinary expense. This student loan in Germany is not just for German students. Students from non-European countries can also access it, though with some restrictions. The eligibility criteria for students from non-EU countries are quite similar to those for BaföG. At the time of application, you are either the spouse or partner of a German citizen, an EU citizen with permanent residency, or you are the child of a German citizen or an EU citizen with permanent residency, or you have been living in Germany for at least 5 years before starting your studies and have also covered your own living expenses. Just like BaföG, this loan option doesn't offer much flexibility for students from non-EU countries. However, if you meet any of these criteria and wish to apply for this student loan to fund your studies, you can directly apply for the educational loan through the Federal Office of Administration's portal. Student loan in Germany from student unions. If you have been wondering if you can get a student loan in Germany without a German high school diploma or family ties to Germany or EU citizens, the answer is yes. There are student loans available for non-EU students that bypass these restrictions. One way to access these loans is through student service organizations affiliated with your university. For instance, from student unions like Student in Work. With these loans, your nationality won't be a deciding factor in your application. Here's what you need to consider. You should be studying at a college or university that's part of the network of student unions offering these loans. You can usually find this information on your university's website or check the directory which I have listed below the like button. You must genuinely need financial assistance, and you'll need a person with permanent residence in Germany to vouch for you during the application process. This individual should be able to show proof of employment in Germany through income documentation. Even though it may seem easier to qualify for this type of student loan, it's highly recommended reaching out to your university's student union to learn about the specific requirements they have in place. These requirements can vary between different states. If you have decided to apply for a student loan, you can visit the Student in Work's website to find out how to proceed. Student loan in Germany from individual banks. If you're thinking about getting a student loan, it's a good idea to explore what various banks in your city have to offer. You don't always need to have an existing account with a particular bank, but sometimes it can be a wise choice. Many German banks also help arrange the KFW student loan. However, some banks go the extra mile by providing their own student loans. The key factor here is whether you're enrolled at a state-recognized college or have been accepted into a university. The cool part is that these student loans don't rely on your income, and you won't have to provide collateral like guarantees during the application process. For detail on applying and the next steps, it's best to check out the individual websites of these banks directly. But here's the fine print. The conditions for these student loans are often not as lenient as those from BaföG or the KFW loans. So it's crucial to carefully assess your financial needs in advance and explore whether you might have other options that could cover your needs. In my opinion, you should only think of getting a student loan in Germany as the last resort and start optimizing your finances as soon as possible, which I share in this video. So thanks for watching, bleib gesund, and I'll see you in this video.